are Charlie, Cappy, and Echo. So, so a lot of you have been requesting to tell you the characters' point of views. So, what I'm saying here is, I'm going to be telling you the point of view of the characters that I play as, and Downhill is going to be doing the characters, are going to be playing, doing point of view of the characters that she plays as. So, the characters that we share, we're probably both going to do at the same time. But since Downhill doesn't have a YouTube channel, she might do it in the community. I'll have to ask her tomorrow since she had to go. So, yeah. So, but you probably were expecting me to do Cappy first, but my favorite character in the roleplay of the Kapro squad is Charlie. My favorite character that I play as is Charlie, and my favorite character ever in the roleplay, the Kapro squad, is Charlie. My second favorite character that I play as is Cappy, though. So, here comes the story. It was a day unlike the night before. It was a wind and stormy night. The next day, Charlie was still trying to break out of her egg. Then her tail stuck out, and then when she lifted her head out, what she saw frightened her. 3 other raptors were standing above her. One was brown and had this blue and green stripe up to her eye and then to her shoulder. One was gray, and one was tan with like this green stripe up to his shoulder and eye. One of them was green and had a light blue stripe and then a dark blue stripe on both sides. And one was gray with a blue stripe. She realized that the tan one was the biggest out of all of them. The tan one was bigger than the green and the gray one, and then the gray one was bigger than the green one. Charlie did not know what the stripes mean, but when she looked at her size, she had those stripes too. She had a green one and a blue one. She didn't know what this meant, but she had this feeling that she was safe with these other raptors. She got up out of the egg and then communicated with them. The tan one pronounced his name was Echo. The gray one pronounced her name as Blue. The green one just stood there. Charlie did not know, but then, or if this was actually a threat. The green one growled at her in a threatening way, and then Charlie was scared. She backed away, and then the green one started to charge at her. Charlie closed her eyes for the pain of her life. But then she opened her eyes, and then she saw the tan one and the gray one were in front of the green one, protecting Charlie. Charlie felt safe between this tan raptor and this gray one. Then eventually the green one stopped growling. Eventually, the gray one pronounced the sorry kind of word, but the green one said that it didn't like intruders. The green one pronounced her name as Delta, and then they asked for what was Charlie's name. Charlie did not know for a fact, but then she said, "Wait a minute, I'm Charlie. It was written on my egg." They looked at her broken egg and it said Charlie. So, a few days later, things were still tough between the Raptor squad, getting to know each other. Delta was still to get along with Charlie. And things were going okay until one day, Echo went up to Charlie and then said, "Do you want to be part of a pack?" Charlie did not know what a pack meant, and Charlie asked politely. Then when Echo heard that, Blue and Delta started laughing. Charlie didn't know why, but Charlie was like, "Is laughing a good thing?" Delta was like, Delta laughed once more, and Blue said, "You don't know what a pack is? A pack is when a bunch of raptors team up together and look out for each other." And then Charlie said, like you did with me. Blue and Echo nodded their heads and then said, so you want to be a part of the pack? Charlie shook her head in agreement. Then Charlie said, wait a minute, if this is the pack, is there a leader? Blue nodded her head and said, our leader's Echo. That's probably... And then Charlie was like, is that why Echo's bigger than all of us? And then Blue nodded her head. Charlie felt a connection with Blue. She felt like she was related somehow. Until one day she found out she was. She was related with Blue and didn't even notice. And Delta and Echo were related to each other. And Blue and Charlie were related to each other. A few years later, Charlie, Blue, and Delta and Echo were teenagers. Except Echo. Echo was an adult. And then Delta was a teenager and Blue was a teenager. And Charlie, well, let's just say Charlie was still a kid. She was bigger than before. Before she was really small. At first, now she's a little bigger and a little stronger. Echo gathered Echo gathered Delta and Blue for a hunt. And then Charlie was like, can I come? But then Echo sadly nodded his head and said, you're too young, Charlie. Charlie growled in aggression and said, I'm not too young, I'm a big girl. Delta giggled a little bit, and then Blue elbowed Delta, and Delta's like, what? And then Echo's like, but Charlie, you're too young. And then Charlie's like, no, I'm not. I could take on a rhino. Before she knew it, she was picked up by the humans and put into a rhino cage. And Charlie's like, is that too late to take this back? Before she knew it, a rhino was charging at her. And Charlie's like, oh, God! And then she jumped on the rhino and bit it in the eye. The rhino shook its head in aggression, and as its eyes bled, Charlie still held on with all of her might and scratched the rhino everywhere. The rhino fell. The humans opened their jaw like, oh my God. Charlie was like, wait, is it dead? Did I win? What did I do? What did I do? I killed someone! I'm a monster! And then Echo's like, you did it, Charlie. But you should now. Blue and Delta were adults, and Charlie was a teenager. The rest was gathered up for another hunt, and Charlie's like, could I come? Again? Echo finally nodded her head and like, but do you have any experience with hunting? Charlie's like, what is that? And Echo's like, you might have to stay here, Charlie. Charlie's like, I'm older now and I demand to make my own decisions. And then Echo rolled his eyes and then they went out. Charlie's like, this ain't fair. I want to go on a hunt. So Charlie snuck out one night. Charlie snuck out. And then Echo heard some rustling in the bushes. And then he smelled another raptor. He said, stay back, guys. Echo pounced on Charlie. And then about to bite her, he realized that he pounced on Charlie instead. And Echo's like, Charlie, what are you doing here? And Charlie's like, I have no idea. And Echo's like, Charlie, you should have stayed there. And Charlie's like, but I don't want to. Echo said, Charlie, I'm your leader and you cannot disrespect me. Charlie walked back to the den sadly and said, why can't I go with them? What's so different about me to them? Is it because I have two stripes? Is it because I have two things around my eyes? What's so different about me? One day, Charlie went up to Echo and said, I'm tired of staying here, and I want to leave. Echo's like, you can't, Charlie. Charlie thought that Echo was just being mean, but then one day she realized. And then she snuck out while everyone was sleeping. And then, like, I bet Echo's just doing that to be mean, because I'm a new member. But then the thing that was in front of her made her wish she never snuck outside. It was like a white, like a T-Rex. It roared at her in aggression, and Charlie's like, oh no. Charlie realized that Echo wasn't just trying to be mean. Echo kept Charlie back to protect her. Then the T-Rex grabbed Charlie on the side and then threw her all the way into a tree. Charlie looked up and she saw a giant tail about to smack into her. But then the T-Rex roared in pain, and then she saw Echo jumping on it. And then Blue and Delta jump on it. After the T-Rex runs away in retreat, Echo turns around at Charlie and said, what were you doing here? Charlie's like, I was trying to fit in. I'm sorry, Echo. Charlie said, Echo forgave Charlie, and they went back to the gun together. A few years later, Charlie was an adult. Echo was really old. Blue was kind of old, and Delta was sort of old. Charlie was really young. Charlie was a really young raptor. But let's not say Charlie's the weakest here. Charlie might actually be the strongest. Charlie and Echo might be the strongest in the group. And Blue and Delta too. I mean, they're all strong. So then, it was finally clear that Charlie was allowed to go on the hunt. It was awesome. One day, Charlie was a little tired and couldn't keep up with the pack. The rest of the pack went on, and then Charlie couldn't see them. Charlie's like, dang it, I was left behind. But then she saw something. An egg. Another egg? This egg wasn't just white like hers. This one was like green and yellow. There was a hole and she peeked inside. What she saw almost stopped her heart. It was like this skinny thing with a really long snout. It was green and then it was also yellow. It had a long snout, it had a bunch of teeth, a lot of teeth. And then it had little eyes, and then had these little claws. Looks like Charlie did not know what it is. When it broke out its egg, she knew. It was an alligator. Charlie ran for her life, but then when she looked back, she saw it just scratching itself like a dog. Charlie went back to it and then sniffed it, and then it sneezed in her face. Charlie realized that this thing meant no harm. This thing was actually kind of cute. Charlie nuzzled it, and it nuzzled her back. And she realized that she should give this thing a name. She named it Swampy. After a few more years, Echo was getting really old. Echo's hair started to get a little white, and her stripe also started getting smaller. Blue was getting old. Kind of old, not really though. Charlie was still young as could be. Being the youngest is awesome, that's what Charlie said. Every single night she went out to see Swampy. And then every night she gave him part of her meat and went out in the hunt. She didn't want anyone to realize that she was hanging out with an alligator, or else the pack would never catch her again. So she kept it a secret. Years later, Echo was getting really old and couldn't really go on that much hunts. Blue was getting pretty old too that's still young. She's really young still. Swampy, still young too, about the same age as Charlie, not by now. And then they moved and moved and moved and moved until they met some other raptors. Then they... Oh no. Charlie had forgot about something that would change her life forever. One day, until one day, it was a day she would never forget. Something that changed her life forever. In front of her, a Giga, her brother. Dun dun dun! Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that preview of Charlie's point of view when she was an egg and how she perceives the world around her. How she teamed up with Echo, Delta, and Blue. And guys, in the series, how when Charlie said she wasn't related to Blue, she was lying. She actually is related to Blue, but she thought she wasn't, but she actually is. And in the next episode, we're going to find out if Charlie is related to Blue or not. But everyone knows that she probably is, since I said, you know, our siblings. So I hope you enjoyed that preview. Cappy's preview is coming soon, maybe like a few minutes, I don't know. Cappy's point of view is going to be a little shorter than Charlie's, because this one was pretty long. So, yeah, and then I'll make Swampy's point of view, and then I'll make Spike. Wait, I'll make Spike's point of view, too. Actually, I think I might do Spike first, before Cappy's. I don't know. Alright, I have an idea. I have an idea of how I find out if I'm going to do Spike or Cappy. So, I'm gonna do change class. If I get the T-Rex, then that means I'm gonna do Spike's point of view. And then if I get the Dilo, I'll do Cappy's point of view. Alright. Alright, let's see what I got. I just chose a random one on it. I think I got the Paradon. What'd I get? Oh, I got my Acro. Okay, try again. Oh, I think I got the Paradon this time, or the Tupa. I think I got the Tupa, the Paradon, or the Carno. Oh, I was right. As soon as I... Alright, ready? Okay, I think I might have gotten the Dilo. Oh! Ah, come on. Alright, ready? I'm not gonna press it yet. I'm gonna, like, wait. Alright, let's see what one I got. Yep. Alright, looks like we're doing Spike's point of view because I got the T-Rex. Alright, guys, I'll see you in the next episode, and, like, after I end this one, I'll make it. So, yeah. Bye, everyone. I hate having to leave you. Actually, sometimes I enjoy leaving you because I make videos, like, every day. No offense. But it's tiring, you know. Alright, see you guys. Oh!